Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Oana. Welcome to Oana's Crochet channel on YouTube. In this tutorial we will work together this blouse, summer blouse that I created, and I am so very happy to present it to you in the tutorial step by step. So it's first of all I want to say that it's a top-down pattern and it's really easy. In any kind of top-down pattern that you will work, the most important part is the yoke. So when you finish the yoke, you just finish the project, you just finish the garment, because you just have to go on and work it straight, so you don't need to worry about nothing. So the shape of the garment, of the sweater, cardigan, or what you want to work in this top-down method, it's the yoke. So it's the yoke where you increase to create the sleeves and the body together. So actually we work together, the sleeves and the body, and this is the most important part. So it's the circumference of our body, including the arms actually, and another very important measure, it's from the mid-shoulder to the underarm, okay? Because this is actually the final part, or the end, let's say, the length of the yoke, and it's very important, okay? So the circumference of our body, including the arms, and the measure from the mid-shoulder to the underarm, these two measures are to be balanced to create a perfect yoke. So this is actually the general formula for a perfect yoke top down. Okay, now in this tutorial as I always try to do in my tutorials, I tried to explain this design. It's really easy, so you don't have to worry about. It's really easy, you'll see. And for a very nice summer outfit, I also put my necklace. I really love it. Hope you will love this too. This little outfit, little idea that I give you for a nice summer outfit. Okay, now, yes, I just wanted to show you one more thing. It's a bag that I created, and you will see the tutorial. I left you the link below this tutorial, and if you really want to just take an idea, it's not difficult. You will find it in my Italian channel, but it's just like an idea, okay? It's a recycling idea. Let me show you. It's here actually, and I'm here. Okay, this is it. This is my bag, my summer bag that I created with pieces actually of old jeans that I didn't use anymore. Just put together. So I just sewed them together with the blanket stitch. No, together. I sewed all around the square with the blanket stitch, and then I joined together the pieces with the crochet hook and a very easy border. So actually it's nothing difficult. I know that most of you don't speak Italian, but maybe you can just take the idea, you can just have an inspiration to make yourself a kind of bag like this, if you of course like it. This is my suggestion, but of course if you like it or not, I don't know. Okay, now leave me comments about this this tutorial, if you like it, this project, if you like it or not. I hope you like it. If you don't like it, don't tell me. Okay, so I'm glad to present you this, so I let you the tutorial. Bye bye, see you at the next tutorial. So to work this nice summer blouse, we will need, we'll work it in top down. So we will begin with the neckline, and for the neckline in rounds, okay? So for the neckline we need a multiple of 10 chains. I put here for me 140 chains. So you depends on how large or wide you want your blouse to be, but I think it must be wide enough on the neckline, because you know it's a summer blouse, so we don't need something really straight, yes, tight, I don't know, on the neck, but something large, something wide. So it's 140. I'm working with cotton yarn that goes on the label. It's written that goes with a crochet hook from 2.5 millimeters to 3.5 millimeters, and I'm working with a 3 millimeters hook. So you can work with any kind of yarn, but of course a thinner yarn will be really perfect. Now for the first, so the pattern, as I said, it's a top down, so we will work the sleeves and the body together until we reach the underarm, and then we will divide for the body, then we will work the body and then the sleeves one at the time, of course. Now for the top down part, so for the yoke part, we will work the increases in our set of 4 single crochet rounds. So actually the pattern is composed by set of 4 single crochet rounds and then set of 3 pattern rounds. So the pattern is actually the Solomon knot, Solomon knot and cluster stitch, and you'll see it's really easy to work it in round 2. So first of all, I will work my 4 single crochet rounds, and in these 4 single crochet rounds, in each of them I will increase 10 times randomly. So which means that I will begin, I have 140 chains, and into the very first single crochet round, so in this one actually, I just will begin with my first 10 increases. So I will put in this one 10 increases, so from 140 I will have 150 at the end of this first single crochet round. Then I will continue on with the 3 more rounds of single crochet, working in each of them 10 increases randomly. At the end of this 4 single crochet I will have from 140, that is my chain, 180. And as I said, this is the way we are increasing for the yoke, because we are not increasing, increase into the pattern stitch, so we are increase only and only into these 4 single crochet rounds. Now let me work my 4 single crochet rounds, and I will be back to show you how to work the pattern stitch, and I will explain it. I will explain all the pattern, but as you can see, it's really easy. Now 4 single crochet rounds, and in each of them 10 increases, even if you want to begin with another number of chains, so depends on the number of chains that fit you or for whom you want to work your blouse, this blouse. Okay, now actually when I work randomly, I have to work randomly increases. I just imaginary think of half of my entire amount of stitches, and on one half I will put 5, and on the other I will put 5 more. You can also put a marker here, more or less at the half part here, and just to know where to put them. It's randomly, but maybe it's easier like this. Okay, now I will finish my set of 4 single crochet, and I will be back to show you what the next step is. I finished my 4 rounds of single crochet with my 10 increases in each of them, and from 140 chains now I have 180 single crochets. And if you begin with 150, let's say, you will have 190. If you begin with 130, you will have 170. But one thing is I'm perfectly sure that one thing is clear. You will have a multiple of 10, and this is what actually we need. Okay, now let us begin with the second step of our project, actually of our yoke, and yes, of our project. So for the second step, so the first step are the 4 single crochets round for the increasing part of the yoke. The next step, so the second step, is the motif, so the Solomon's knot and cluster motif or pattern, I don't know. Okay, now for the first, we will work 3 rounds of this pattern. So for the first round, we will chain 1, insert the hook into the very first single crochet and single crochet. And now let us work 1 Solomon knot and 1 more. So 2 Solomon knots. And now we just want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th single crochet we just single crochet. And for this first round we will just continue on like this. So 2 Solomon's knots and skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th stitch single crochet, actually work a single crochet, and continue on like this all around. Okay, so this is 2 Solomon knots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th work a single crochet. Okay, now this is what we have so far, and we will have all around full of Solomon's knots for the first round of the pattern. Now I almost finished my first round of Solomon's knots, and actually I have here my last 2. Just wanted to show you that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more single crochets. So this means that I will insert the hook into the first single crochet worked in this round, and I will slip stitch here to join. Now for the second round we will want to work the clusters. We will work clusters composed by 5 double crochets, okay, not triple crochets, but 5 double crochets. And because we will want, not now, but just I want to tell you this detail, because we will want to know how many clusters we will work. Just divide the last number of single crochets, in my case is 180, sorry, with the 5, and I will have 36 clusters. So it's important, not now, but it is important. Okay, so depends on how many stitches you have, so the number of your stitches of the last single crochet round, and this you have to divide it with the 5. Now to begin the second round for the pattern, we just want to make another Solomon's knot. Don't work very long Solomon's knots, so let's say medium size, about 1.5 centimeters, okay, not longer, because it's really more beautiful if we work them small, not very long. Okay, Now I work this. I don't want to finish my single crochet here. I will insert the hook in the middle of the first pair of Solomon's knots, so into a single crochet on the top, and I will pull through all. Okay, and now I am ready to begin my clusters. I will begin with 2 chains, and this stands for my first double crochet that is not finished. So I will work my second one and my third one, 3 and 4. And of course we don't want to finish the double crochet because, you know, we are working clusters. Now I have my 5 double crochets and 5 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all, and chain 1 to secure. Now work a Solomon knot just to skip on the top of the next Solomon's knot pair of the previous round of the pattern. Yarn over, insert the hook here into the single crochet in between the 2 Solomon's knots, and work another cluster. So this is 2 and 3 and 4, and yarn over, insert the hook into the same single crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, only 2, okay, because we don't want to finish the double crochet. Now we have 6 loops on the hook because we already have the loop, the first loop, which is from the Solomon knot, and yarn over, pull through all, and chain 1 to secure. And now again 1 Solomon knot to skip, yarn over to skip on the top of the next pair of Solomon's knots, so into the single crochet here on the top, and it's here that we will work the next cluster. And yes, because we have 30, so I have 36, I will have 36 clusters. I know that I have 36 pairs of Solomon's knots, yes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, pull through all, and we want to continue on just like this for the second round of the pattern. Now we have just one more round to complete the pattern, the first step, the second step, so the pattern actually, and then we will, Tommy, please, and then we will, he just want to say hi to you, okay, and then we will just go on, we will just repeat the sequence of the single crochets. I finished my second round of the pattern, and this is what I have, all my clusters here. As I said, I have 36 clusters, and you will know how many clusters you have by dividing your total number of last single crochet to with 5. Okay, now let's get started with the third. And actually we can continue on with the pattern, but we don't want, because we will continue on with the single crochet step for rounds, because we want to create the shape of the yoke, so we just need this. Okay, now to work the third and the last of the pattern, we will work again the same thing as we worked on the first, only that we will skip from one cluster to another. So let us work our first 2 Solomon's knots. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay, and now we skip into the secure chain of the next cluster, and again the same thing, so 1 and 2 Solomon's knots, and skip directly into the secure chain of the next cluster. And this is what we want to do. So actually, if we continue the pattern now into the fourth, we just have to work the clusters here in between these. Okay, so here, then Solomon knot here. So actually we have to repeat the second round. Okay, and this is how to work. You work this stitch in rounds, but we will just want to work 3 for now, 3 rounds of the pattern, and then we will continue with the single crochet rounds to increase. Okay, let me finish this one and I will be back to show you actually the very first round, because we will chain a little bit to join all these Solomon's knots, and then to continue with the single crochet rounds. So I finished my last round of the pattern with the Solomon's knot, and now what we want to do is to work again our single crochet rounds, but we won't work 4 but only 2, and I will show you how. First of all, we have to create the foundation for these single crochets, and normally to recreate the same number of stitches, so in my case are 180 stitches, single crochets, we just work 4 chains and 1 single crochet on the top of each pair of Solomon's knot. And I know that I have 36 pairs because I know that I have 36 clusters. And let me show you how. I will begin this round exactly the same as I began the first one of the pattern. So with a Solomon knot like this, insert the hook into the single crochet of the first pair on the top of the first pair, and now let us close together all. And as I said, chain 4, 3 and 4, and insert the hook into the next pair, into the single crochet on the top of the next pair, and single crochet. And this would give me the number of the number that I have here, so 180. But I want to increase, and I will increase like this. Instead of 1 single crochet on the top of 20 pairs, I will put 2 single crochets, and like this I will add 20 more stitches. So at the end of this round I will have from 180, I will have 200 stitches. Okay, and that's why we will work only 2 rounds of single crochet, and in each of them we will add actually 10 stitches, so we will work 10 increase in each of them. So with these 20 we will have again 40 stitches added at the end. Okay. So let me finish this round and I will be back to show you how to work the first single crochet round. So chain 4, skip on the top of the next pair, and I will make my first increase, which means I will put 2 single crochets instead of 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So chain 4, skip on the top of the next pair and work 1 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip on the top of the next, and again I will work an increase. So I must have 20 increases. So 20 of my 36 pairs will have 2 single crochets on the top and not only 1. Okay, now let me continue. I will be back to show you how to go on with the single crochet round. So I finished my round and I put my 20 increases too. And now into the second round we will work single crochet. Normally we work in each of our stitches of this round 1 single crochet, which means in each of our chain we have 4 chains, so in each of our chain we work 1 single crochet into the single crochet, 1 single crochet, so in each of our stitch we work 1 single crochet, but we also have to add 10 more stitches, so we also have to increase 10 times randomly, which means that we will chain 1, work into the first single crochet, 1 single crochet. Then I have 4 chains here. In each of my 4 chains I just want to work one single crochet. Okay, now I have here my single crochet. I will work one single crochet, or I can work two, and like this I already put my first increase of my 10 increase that I have to work, and then I continue on with my 4 single crochets, yes, on my 4 chains. And what I want to show you now, I have here 2 single crochets from the increase, and I work 2 single crochets. And what I want to show you is you can increase on the chain stitch too. So I work the first chain. Now let's say into the second I want to increase, so I work 2 single crochets into the same chain, and then I continue with 2 more single crochets into the next 2 chains. So I already put 2 increases, okay, and I just go on like this, working my single crochets, and from time to time don't forget to increase 10 times, okay. For the second single crochet round we just want to increase 10 times, so this is really easy. And now from 180 I will have 220 stitches, and after I will finish my second single crochet round I will just begin again with the repeating by repeating the pattern stitch. And I want to continue on like this. I will continue on repeating this part and this part until I get the perfect shape for my yoke, which means, what is the perfect shape? Is the length from the shoulder to the mid shoulder to the underarm, and this is the length, and this is the length, yes. And to be large enough, of course, we have to it have to cover us as a cape, okay. So this is actually the idea, and not very large, not very straight, you know. It's exactly you just have to shape it exactly as you want. So if you think with 40 increases that 40 increases are too many for you, then you can put only 20. So you can work the chain, the chain and so the round with the chain and the single crochet where you add 20, and then work the single crochet rounds as they are. Okay, so it's up actually to you how you want to increase and how large you want to make your yoke. Actually, the yoke, you know, is the important part of a top-down blouse or cardigan or so on. Okay, now let me finish this, and I will repeat this part one more time, and then I will be back to show you what I have, okay, just to show you, yes, how many stitches I have and how it looks. So actually the shape of the yoke for now is this. So this is the yoke, and for me it's perfect. So can you see, it's just perfect. Now if you go on and increase as I show you, it will be really easy to make it in any kind of size. Of course, if you begin with more or less stitches, you will have more or less stitches here, but the important thing is that you have to maintain increasing per 10, so 10 times in each round, and then of course the pattern stitch. So I finished the pattern rounds, the 3 pattern rounds, and now I just want to show you, so it's larger as you can see, my yoke, the yoke of my blouse, and all that I want to do now is to repeat this part and this part. So this with 2 single crochet rounds, in which this is the part in which we increase 40 times in all of our 3 rounds, of course. And you know, in the first round, this one with the chains, we increase 20 times, and in the 2 rounds of single crochet we increase 10 in each. So it's a total of 40 stitches that we add. Now, because I added these 40 stitches from 180, I said I had here 220, and I have, instead of 36 clusters, I have here 44 clusters. And now I will continue on like this, repeating these two parts, so this one with increasing and this one with a pattern, for I think 2 more times. But when I am sure I am ready with my yoke, I will be back to show you what I actually did and exactly the stitches. But for now you have all the details and information that you need to create by yourself a perfect yoke, okay, with this pattern. Okay, now I will go on and I will be back to show you how to divide, and of course how many times I repeat this part, these two sequences of the pattern. So I finished the yoke and here I am to show you what I have. Actually, now first of all I just want to give you an idea. If you like the capes, so the capelets, summer capelet, now this would be a just perfect summer capelet, very fancy, to put on a nice outfit, summer outfit, dress, or I don't know. So worked with cotton with viscose or cotton with some metallic golden yarn could be really fancy. So if you want to go on and work your capelets like this, now you just go on and repeat the same thing that I did here. So the rules are these: you put in this section 40 increases, and then you work the pattern, and again 40 increases and the pattern until you reach the length that you need for your capelet. So it's really easy, you can go on and you'll have a beautiful cape. And actually I am thinking of making one, but not now. I just continue on with the blouse, don't worry, but I think to make one because I really like the idea. Okay, and the pattern too, so it's so nice, not because I invented it, I designed, but I really love it. Okay, hope you will love it too. Now what I did here, so I began with 140, and here in these first 4 single crochet rounds I have 180. Then into the second I have 220. So 40, you know, we increase 40. In the third increasing section I reach 260 stitches, and this is the fourth, and I just worked the chain, the first actually round, this one with chain 4 in between the pairs of Solomon's knots, and with the 20 increases. So from 260 now I have 280, and for me it's more than enough. So this is my yoke, and for me it's perfect like this. If you want it larger, bigger, and I don't know, you can just go on, continue on and work the same. Of course you can work more or less increases if you want to, because you are not it's not necessary to increase in each of your 2 single crochet rounds, so you can increase only these 20 into the chain round. So there are many possibilities. Okay, so I have 280, and now I want to divide. Now first of all I will work a single crochet round with no increase, so I won't increase anymore. I will just go on and work the stitches as they are. So I will let my 180 stitches, and with this number I want to make my divide the body from the sleeves. And the general rule for the top down is to have a multiple of 3, and of course you obtain 3 sections, 3 numbers. So for instance, 300, we have 100, 100 and 100. Okay, now 200s, so 2 parts of the 3 parts here go for the front and the back side. So 100 front, 100 back side. The other 1 part, remaining part, which is 100, 100, we divide it by 2 and we obtain the sleeves, so 50 and 50. Okay, and this is the general rule, so better obtain a multiple of 3 when it comes to the dividing part. But if you don't have it and I don't have it, there's no problem, because I have 280. And now I think of the nearest multiple of 3, which is 279, and which is divided by 3 is 93. So I thought 93, I can put 90 and 90 for the front side and the back side, and I have 100 left, because 90 plus 90 is 180, and I have 100 left, so I will put 50 and 50 for the sleeves, and that's it. So it's really easy to divide, even if you don't have the multiple of 3. Okay, now that I say these are the important things, let me just continue on, finish with my single crochet round, and I will be back actually to show you how I divide, but it's so easy. Don't forget my idea with the capelet, because it would be really a super beautiful, lovely garment, summer piece. Okay, so what I did so far, I didn't work all around my first round of single crochet here. I only worked 90, so the front side or the back side, because they are the same. Then I put a stitch marker into the stitch here after the last single crochet, so the 90th, and I count 50, and then I put a marker, and then I count again 90, and I put again a marker. And now I know how to go on. So underarm, this is another very important aspect of the pattern. Underarm, I will chain 5. Okay, for size S, M, and L, so small, medium and large, you can put a chain of 5 underarm. Okay, now I will show you. From extra large you can put 10 chains. The idea is, so maybe for small, this is a medium size, maybe for small size you don't have to put any chain, but the idea is that the minimum is 5 and maximum is 10 chains. Okay, now let's see what we have. So I have my 90 for one side of the body. Oh my, what I have here. And okay. Yes, I am. Okay, and now I will chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I will skip here after the next marker, and I will begin working my rest of 90, so actually the other side of the body. And I will do the same thing, just we have to be very, very attentive not to skip a stitch. So it's very important when you work these parts of single crochet rounds to be very attentive, but I think you know that. Okay, you figure out that. Okay, I just want to go on and work my 90 for my second part of the body, and at the end I will skip 50, of course the other 50 here that I have, so this from here to the beginning of the round. I will chain 5 again and I will slip stitch into the very first single crochet, and then I will work another single crochet round, and of course I will work on my chain 5, I will work the single crochet, so 5 single crochets, and I will continue on with the body. So I already made my I divided actually the body, but there is one thing that I want to tell you. I put 10 chains underarm. Actually with 5 was really I don't know, tight. I really didn't feel well, and that's why I thought with 10 it's okay. And actually yes, with 10 it's okay, but you just have to try it. Actually I always try it when I make this so when I divide the parts, because it's very important to fit well. Okay, so I put 10 chains and I just will go on with the body. As I said, I will maintain the 20 increases on the chain part, but I will just work the single crochet normally with the same number of stitches. Okay, so from here into the other section I will have 20 to 180, I will have 300 and so on. Okay, now just let me finish the body and I will be back to show you how it looks and how to work the sleeves. So as you can see, I finished the body and one sleeve too. And now I just want to explain what I did, because of course you already know the steps, you already know how to increase, you already know all of this pattern, because you know, as I always said, for a top-down project, project to wear, it's the difficult part, it's the yoke. Okay, so if you have the yoke ready, you have actually the piece of garment ready. Now let's see what I did here. So I increased 20 stitches into the second section, single crochet section here. So actually what I did is I increased only into the chain 4 and single crochet on the top of the pair of Solomon's knots round, and I didn't increase into the single crochet rounds, but I still worked them. So I worked the single crochet rounds as they were, so the same number of stitches, and then I just went on with the same number of stitches. So actually I increased only in this second section. I put 1, 2, 3, and the fourth is the last one here. So I only increased into the second section. This is the first, the section where I divided, and into the second I put 20 increases. Okay, now to just continue on without increasing, you will work the round with the chains and the single crochet on the top of the pair of Solomon's knot like this. So chain 4 and 1 single crochet on the top of your pair of the Solomon's knots, and you just continue on like this. So in this way you will just maintaining the same number of stitches. Okay, now for the sleeve, what I did, I began here in the middle I have, you know, do you remember I have 10 stitches here, so 10 chains actually, underarm, and I began into the 5th one, just a kind of middle part of my sleeve, underarm, and I just went on and worked all the stitches. So all my stitches, as you can see, I still have the marker, so I know where I have my stitches, and I just work all my stitches for with 2 single crochet rounds, as the pattern says, and then into the second and third section, I increased or always also increase into the chain for round. I increased randomly 5, so I added 5 stitches here, okay, in this section and this one. But you can just go on if you want a straight sleeve. I just wanted a little bit large, because it's a summer top. So if you continue on, you can have a nice dress, a nice beach dress, really beautiful. Okay, so this is what I did, and I just want to work my second sleeve and to finish it and to wear it, because you know, when you just make for yourself something, crochet for yourself a project, I think you are the same, so I'm just impatient to finish the project and to wear it. Okay, I must say I worked it in 3 days, and I didn't work non-stop, so I didn't work 24 hours per day. Okay, now I just want to tell you something more. So mine measures in length, so the length of mine is 50 centimeters, and all around the circumference is 100 centimeters. So now you just can figure out if you want to go on with my measures, or you want to begin with more or less chains. Something else that I want to tell you, yes, I need 300 grams of cotton yarn. So only 300 grams of cotton yarn. This is 6 skeins of 50 grams of cotton. And yes, that would be all. I hope you enjoy it, and see you at the next tutorial. Please subscribe if you like my tutorials for more others. Bye bye.